Miles, go put your shoes on. Yes, sir. 2 seconds later, I can't find them. And you're gonna leave here with no shoes on then. But Dad, I don't care. I'm leaving in 2 minutes whether you got shoes or not. Mike, go help him. I'm not helping him. Go find your shoes. Go help him, Mike. Come on, we gotta go. I go in the room, ask him where the shoes at. Right there on the floor. You know what? So the other day he came in there, Dad, I can't find my remote. Don't like you watching TV. Dad, I can't fall asleep at the TV. Well, you ain't gonna go to sleep then. Get out of my face, Miles. I'm not playing with you. Why are you talking to him like that? He just 9. Jesus, well, no, I'm done. He's developing habits I don't like already. He the baby of 5. Everybody cater to him. He gonna grow up and be sorry if we don't stop some stuff real quick. Pastor Mike, you being too deep. This boy 9 years old. No, he gonna drive one of y'all daughters crazy if I don't make him be a man early. So now it's like, no, go find y'all. You know how them boys be. They spoil. They soft, they spoil, they weak, they cry. I'm like, Miles, go. But Dad, like, no. So you know what? No, go. He came in there. Dad, guess what? What? I found my remote. It fell in between the bed. I moved the mattress, and I did so-and-so. And then what I did was when I moved the mattress, I just put the mattress on the floor. Because look now, Dad, now I can just sleep on the floor. That way, if I ever drop the remote again, there's nowhere for it to hide. I go in his room. It ain't no the mattress on the floor, the box spring move. I'm like, hey, do your thing. Make up your bed. This boy made up the mattress on the floor. I said, do your thing, Miles. But guess what? I saw growth.
Absolutely, man. Shout out to the content creator. I don't know this pastor, but I heard his name is Pastor Mike. So I'm sure he's pretty big and famous online or just, you know, in that community. But I will say this, man. Hey, the messaging was right on point. And I really, I just had another reaction video from another content creator talking about boy culture, right? And how, you know, every young boy has to go through this rite of passage from a boy going into manhood, a young man, young adulthood. But this is another example why it's so important to have a man around. And just teaching these boys these lessons, man, as they're young. And I would even say, yeah, 9 is like cool, but even younger. Kids, see, here's the thing, what I know, even from personal experience and just in my community being raised, and specifically even in the Black community. When young boys don't have anything to keep their mind active, right? When they don't have anything to keep them busy, trouble starts to happen, right? We have to keep kids busy, and specifically young boys. We have to keep their mind active doing things. And it's so critical that they do things productive. Now, I know one of the big things now is, because a lot of kids aren't really, quote unquote, touching grass, going outside anymore like they used to. They're behind a computer screen. I think there's a place and time for video games, but I also think that there's more of a time that needs to be had with keeping them busy, right? Keeping them structured in their day to day. And this is so important even as we become adults. You'll be so surprised, man. And this is one of the factors I can't wait to really build my program out to really help men as themselves reestablish themselves and redevelop themselves, having structure in your life, right? You should know when you wake up until you lay down what you're doing. As a man, you have to move with a sense of urgency. You have to move with a sense of intentionality. And that goes along with your kids. I remember, man, looking at shows earlier like the Cosbys and stuff. Listen, them kids was doing things constantly on the money, moving. And even me growing up, when I was playing football and I was big into sports from a young age, I never really got into real trouble. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, boys, we knuckleheads, right? We're going to get into things. We're going to do things because we just knuckleheads. But that doesn't mean any real crimes and stuff like that. Now, when I stopped playing football and I stopped being into sports and things that kept my mind active and busy, then I started finding other stuff to get into bigger problems, right? The wrong crowds, people who not really moving with intentionality, right? And then you start getting a conversation like, hey, them not your real friends. You like, nah, these are guys I'm hanging out with. We clicked up, whatever. and people start getting locked up, people doing nefarious stuff. You know what I'm saying? You start to move without intentionality because you're not in a positive environment. You're not structured with your time and your day as a child. And so it's just so important that you given responsibility as well. You'll be so surprised, man, that you go into some of these homes where there are kids and they don't have any responsibility. They're not washing dishes. They're not cleaning their rooms. They're not having to cut grass. They're not having to clean up certain areas of the house that they may be using, right? They're not sweeping the floors anymore, mopping the floors, dusting. They just not doing it. And when you look at the parents, I get it, man. I've had this debate with my wife a few times too, and not really a debate, but just a conversation about, we see a lot of parents in they single, in a household, they have multiple kids, and they're tired. You know what I'm saying? They're working 2 jobs, they got multiple kids, and, they're rather, let's say the kids messing up the house, or hey, they know this need to be clean or that need to be clean. Because they know how to do it, they can do it quick. They would rather do it than make the kid do it because it gets the job done quicker versus taking the time to train and develop their child so they have those responsibilities that actually will help the parent in the long run and also teach that child life skills going later into life. You see what I'm saying? I remember growing up, even little things like, hey, I get a call, hey, take the meat out the freezer. Hey, cut the oven on this temp. It got to a point where, let's say we eating spaghetti that night. Hey, go ahead and boil the water because my aunt showed me. You see what I'm saying? And the crazy part about it, as a child, I love doing that because you feel like you are bringing value in the house. You feel like you're doing something for the household. Now, the thing I didn't like was having to wash dishes, but we had a schedule where we had to wash dishes. Like some houses, like my cousin them, they would do it like, okay, this your day, that's your day. We have weeks, but like this your week, that's your week. I'm like, dang, this whole week I gotta wash dishes, or then somebody gotta sweep them off, somebody gotta do this. But it kept us structured, and that took a lot of, because both my aunt and uncle who I grew up with, both of them was working. So it's like, hey, somebody gotta do it. They not there, they can't do it. You see what I'm saying? So the kids had to pitch in. And so I just think that's so important, man. And that's not what's going on in these households now. And again, I get it, man. Like, a lot of these parents are single, they tired, again, out of shape. So that's even they mentally tired, physically tired. And so now they gotta come home and burn energy on take care of the kids, staying up with homework. It's a lot, man. I get it. However, long term, this is what we're running into. Kids don't know how to read. They going to school, undisciplined. They doing whatever. And then, you hear even other sectors of the stratosphere when it comes to content. Teachers talking about, man, these kids out of control. Nobody's disciplining them. And that doesn't mean you have to physically, whoop their butt, but you're not teaching them structure. You're not giving them the why behind why they need to do certain things. You see what I'm saying? And so when it comes to Pastor Mike, this content creator, I appreciate the lesson that he was teaching his son. He like, no, everybody's catering to this 9-year-old boy. Bro, go find your shoes, right? Go find a remote. Oh, I guess you ain't watching TV. I guess you're going to be walking around barefoot. You have to teach them these lessons early in life to set them up for success as just a young adult going into life, into society. And this is what we run into now, man. People, listen, even when it comes down to simple things like littering, do you know how much I hate when people litter? You driving on the road, all you see is trash going out people's window. You see what I'm saying? It's like people don't know how to turn the left. Like, even small things like driving, people don't turn their blinkers on no more to let you know they're making a turn. Even small, those are habits. You follow me? And these are people that's in society. They have no discipline. You hear it all the time about these other countries like China, Japan, how their cities are clean, right? The people are very polite. They're not loud, rude, and obnoxious. But you come over here, everybody's loud, they're rude. How much content's out there? And I'm getting to the point. How much content is out there where, people they just walk outside, unkept, undressed properly. They go to restaurants that's supposed to be, fine, quote unquote, fine dining. They coming at their pants sagging. They got on bubble coats. I just seen a video about this the other day. And it's like, man, have some self respect about yourself. But if these kids and these people aren't taught early in life because their parents didn't, I call it kids having kids. You follow me? Kids having kids, man. It just, if you're a child and you never fully develop and you have a child, then they're never going to be fully developed either. It's kids having kids, and this is where we are now, and you see that. So when you have a man like this who's trying to teach his son, hey, wife, I need you to shut that down, right? Oh, don't take it so hard on him. No, me telling him, see, this was so crazy about it. This is what pissed me off. Because I don't want to help a 9-year-old find his own shoes that we provided for him in his household. That's too much pressure on him. To find his own shoes? For him to find his own remote? Are you kidding me? This is what it's softness, man. It's too much damn softness going on. And it pissed me off. You see what I'm saying? Like, for your mentality to be like, oh, that's too much on him to find his own shoes at 9 years old. This is what we dealing with. This is what we dealing with. We have to step up, man. We have to kill that weakness, man. It's weak. So I appreciate him saying, look, even though he still kind of went to go help the kid, like, all right, let me go ahead. I know we on a rush. Maybe they really was pressed against time, right? Let me go in here and direct this boy to find his damn shoes. You follow me? He go in there, son, where your shoes? They right down the floor in front of him. That's a slap on the back of the neck, man. You know what I'm saying? That's a tap on the butt. Hey, get in line, man. Tighten up. You follow me? Come on. What'd he say? Hey, man, you can get out of my face, boy. Go find that remote. And guess what he did? Listen to the lesson that it came about. He found a remote. Guess what? He was happy. Hey, Dad, you know what? I found my remote, man. You know what? It slid on the side of the mattress, blah, blah, blah. Hey, Dad, guess what? I made up my bed, even though it was on the mattress. Hey, that's step one. I'm proud of him. But guess what? Now we're going to teach you how to have the mattress on the bed as we make it. You follow me? We have to stop being soft on these kids, specifically young boys. Specifically. And this is what we're talking about when we come to this channel, man. When I put these videos out, listen, I'm always putting the medicine in the candy. I don't just push these videos out just to push them out to get a reaction. No, I want to talk real stuff, and this is what we're talking about today. I appreciate this message from Pastor Mike. Hey, if you got a lot of value from this video, hit the like button, subscribe, and share this video out because I guarantee somebody need to hear this message. And with that being said, I appreciate y'all. Much love. Peace.